Hi, I'm Tanisha Malone, and you are watching Heritage Hip Hop.
Everybody who comes to Heritage Hip Hop, it is my honor to bring you someone that I respect and I love. I'm going to detail that love in this interview because love is not how you're attracted to somebody, it's how somebody teaches you and inspires you as well. So please, introduce yourself to the people, let them know who you are.
Hi, people. My name is Tanisha Brunson Malone, and I am from the Bricks, Newark, New Jersey. Born and raised in Newark and Irvington, New Jersey. Went to high school in Montclair, New Jersey. I am a strong black woman. I am an owner of Pretty Gal Clothing. I am also a owner of a business that a lot of our young African Americans are dying at a rapid rate. I just recently graduated from mortuary school, so I'm a funeral director. I also am in forensics, so I do autopsies for a living full time. And I do have a side business where I do autopsies for private cases as well. Usually a lot of the private cases are murder cases that have happened and the family wants a second opinion. And so I assist the doctor in that process. I'm also a legal medical death investigator. So I'm the one that goes out to the scene when someone dies and has access to the scene and, you know, try to find out how they died and what happened and talk to anybody that may have been in the area, whether it be family, witnesses, what have you. A lot of people often say to me, I don't know how you could do that and look like this. But it takes, I will say it takes a special person, and I feel like it's my ministry.
Which is a deep word that you just ended that with. So let's get into it. I had the pleasure of meeting you in 1993. Not showing our age, but I remember the day I met you. The day I met you, we were sitting in the auditorium and we went to a meeting in a church for school. And that was the day I challenged the priest over the color of Christ in the high school. Everybody looked at me like a fool, but you had a different look on your face. You looked at me like either he's deep or he's crazy.
Right.
And from that day, I always respected you as a person who always had a mind for thinking, not an appreciation for the wow factor.
Right.
How did you groom that personality, and how has it taken you into your levels of success in life?
Well, I will say this. I went to Catholic school my entire life. But being born and raised in an inner city, such as Newark, Irvington, you know, and then going into a predominantly, it's mixed now, but it was predominantly white, Montclair, New Jersey. So when people see me and they say, you know, where are you from? You know, oh, they automatically assume I went to one of the inner city schools, which there's no problem with that. But I will shout out to my mom because she wanted to make sure that we had the best education. So I try to navigate myself through, it's so funny, I had this conversation earlier today. I try to navigate myself in a way that I don't make the mistakes that my mother or my father made or whatever. No slight to them, but you know, your mother and your father, they always want you to be better than them. And so a lot of our youth today will say, oh, my mother's on drugs, my father's on drugs, you know, I'm just gonna go down that same road. But in all actuality, you don't have to live the life that your parents lived. You know, I feel like when you are born, you're born and they take care of you, but when you get older, you're given choices in life. And you could either choose to go to the right, you could choose to go left. And so with that being said, you know, I chose to stay on a straight path. You know, we all have bumps along the way, but I chose to stay on the right path. And because I'm staying on that path, and we have hurdles that, you know, we try to get over, you know, everything doesn't happen the way it's supposed to. And I just try to live my life in an exemplifying way to where I'm not looked upon as, you know, just trying to be better than somebody else. I'm always going to be me. I'm never going to be, you know, anybody else, because guess what? I would have to keep that lie up. and that's just not me. I'm just a real straight no chaser, you know, and that's how I've always been. You know, I'm brutally honest to the point where, you know, it's not, like I said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But I will not change to conform for anybody. You know, what you see is what you get.
Basically, that is the premise of your personality that I got. That as I seen you develop away from Jersey limelight to other attention, I seen that you always kept the Essex County thing about you.
Yeah.
It's as real as it gets.
That's
and
home.
If not for the truth, then what? My favorite verse in the Bible, period, comes from the Gospels, where Pontius Pilate says, veritas, veritas, which is truth.
Right.
What is truth? And truth to many people is not the glamour that people try to paint life to be. It's
right.
hard work.
Right.
It's sacrifice. It's finding your voice in a crowd of people who's yelling.
Right.
How did you find your voice?
I stopped listening to everybody. The best thing that had happened to me was me getting burned. Some people might say that's the craziest thing you could ever say. But I will say that was the best thing that happened to me, because although I was teased, although I was, you know, I was talked about, Judas was talked about, you know, Jesus was talked about, and I still had the strength and the courage after being talked about, after being rejected, you know, even when I was old enough to start dating, you know, I had this one guy who asked me, he was like, well, don't you think you could go get a skin graft or this, that, and the third? And he had no idea of the trauma and the pain that I had went through with this scar. And it was just like, F you, you're not the one for me. So these scars tell a story, and my whole thing is, when I talk to teens and I'm talking to people who are my age, my thing is to uplift and to let people know that no matter what you're going through, no matter what obstacles you face, no matter what your outer appearance looks like, remain true to who you are on the inside, and let those scars tell a story.
That is the backbone of the indigenous people of this country.
Correct.
As the people of color across the world, is our scars define who we are. Mm-hmm. My scars do not match your scars. Mm-hmm. But just like pain is truth, we have a revelation of truth within us all that says we all struggle. And unfortunately for us, we were taught that our struggle makes us either better than those who look like us or differentiate us from others that look like us. Mm-hmm. What is the most painful lesson you've learned so far in life, because you're not dead, of course.
Right.
But what's the most painful lesson in life that you learned so far about yourself and others when they deal with you?
The most painful lesson I've learned about myself and others is that I allow too many chances. I allow too many chances, too many, as much as I speak about, you know, being uplifted and being positive, I always try to give a person the benefit of the doubt. And sometimes you have to put your foot down, and it's not so that, you know, it's not that you're being mean or spiteful, but you have to, I'm a believer in this, that you have to show a person how to treat you and not to run over you. Is very important. And that's like my biggest, giving a person a second chance. You know, everybody wants a second chance. Look at Jesus. How many chances does he give us? You know, but you have to know when enough is enough, and you have to know when to put your foot down. Because when those second chances start affecting your life and affecting the way you move and affecting how you handle things and how you handle certain situations, then it's time. The chances are over. There's no more second chances.
Whitney Houston once said that I am every woman. Shaka Khan once said, I am every woman. You are the personification of every woman.
Thank you.
It's just the truth. Define woman, how you characterize that statement.
Woman, I'm not even going to say black woman. I'm going to just say woman. Just woman. Women are nurturers by spirit. We just have a nurturing spirit. Women are strong. Women have endured a whole lot and still come out on top. Women are resilient. Women are intelligent. Women are go-getters. Women are humble. Women are innovative. It is what it says. We are every woman. We nurture, we bring life into this world. That's an amazing thing, to bring another life into this world. And sometimes to die while doing it.